tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Strong to begin the drive. And some space here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
Room here to run. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. 75 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Strong. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Pierre Strong with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Colts 7, Rams 0.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
To throw is Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he is going to have a Rams first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. The Rams at 7-2 here on the year. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
It's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 40. A nice pickup of 17 yards. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
On 1st down, Fields. Throw left side, complete to Tony. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Fields. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Dobbins, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run for the first time with Isaiah Spiller. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Isaiah Spiller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 3rd and 2, Jones. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Back to the ground with Strong. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Give up the middle to Strong. There for the stop defensively, Nick Bonito.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Fields. His throw incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Back to throw. Fields trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Going again on the ground here with Hill. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Looking to throw. Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here's Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
After the sack on first down, Jones. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Dobbins, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Give to Strong running right.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Pierre Strong.
His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boswell for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Colts 17, Rams 7. Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Colts 14-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Another run here with Dobbins. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. And this one too low. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones gets it to Strong. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
At the 48-yard line, 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Still 9 remaining on second down. Second down, here's Strong once more. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete left side to Gray. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second down, here's Strong once more.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Boswell's kick is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On first down, it's Fields.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Fields on first down.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Moore, the man in motion. From the 30 on second down.
Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Fields throwing again. Caught by Woods. Finding room at midfield.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. To throw is Fields.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Colts will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
Tariq Carpenter will be credited with the tackle.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Strong again.
And just not a ton of room to work with. They'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give. Dobbins trying the right side. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
A.J. Dillon,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
They'll start on the ground with Strong.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Strong one more time. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Jones. That is taken in by Hurst. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Straight ahead is Strong.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Indianapolis, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6.